We end tonight in Galveston, Texas, with the new effort to ensure the history made there on June 19, 1865 doesn't get overlooked. CBS's Janet Shamlian has more.
For historian Sam Collins, an idea was born. A blank wall a few feet from the marker as a canvas. A museum in the form of a mural on the spot where a Union general signed the order freeing enslaved people in Texas. Reginald Adams led a team of artists using 6 cherry pickers, 350 gallons of paint, and the encouragement of passersby. The mural is called Absolute Equality.
But what this mural does is it puts a face on over 150 years of history, so that whether you like it or not, you can't help but see this work of art.
Welcome to the study of antiquity and the Middle Ages. As always, I am your host, Nick Barksdale, and today, to continue our series on the ancient Olmecs and modern controversy, there was a petition that grabbed my attention a while back, but unfortunately, due to a series of health issues, I wasn't able to make the episode on time to the point that it was relevant to the now. But I wanted to go ahead and make this episode anyway because I really found it to be interesting, and I hope you do as well. The petition that caught my eye while I was researching the ancient Olmecs, their amazing civilization, and modern attempts by a variety of groups ranging from Eurocentrists to Afrocentrists to appropriate that history as their own. I saw a petition, and I was honestly kind of taken aback because I was curious, and at the same time, I was like, no way. But a petition on change.org was named Remove the Olmec from Juneteenth Mural in Galveston, Texas. And I was kind of shocked that it was there to begin with because honestly, I had no idea that the Olmecs had made an appearance on the mural to begin with. And just as a full disclaimer, I am in no way attacking the Juneteenth mural. I 100% support it. I think it's great. There was a variety of artists who contributed to this mural, and so I don't want a mistake to reflect negatively on the entire group of people who are just celebrating African history and making that history, especially the complicated history within the United States, matter. But in short, let's talk about the petition now. The petition starts off by saying we demand the immediate removal of any depiction of the Olmec colossal heads, and or ancient Mesoamerican culture from the African Heritage Juneteenth Mural. The mural is located in Galveston, Texas, and the petition basically claims that it promotes pseudo-history and ignores scientific DNA studies in favor of the false doctrine that Olmec society disappeared, and further erases the original Indigenous Amerindians who founded the first ancient cultures, and let's be honest, civilizations in the Americas. It goes on to explain the origin of the Olmec colossal heads are not African, as has been rumored for the past 150 years by pseudo-archaeologists and fringe historians, but in fact they are Mesoamerican. This was validated by Dr. Ann Cyphers, an academic at the Institute of Anthropological Research of the UNAM, who together with her collaborators have conducted mitochondrial DNA studies that prove the identity of the Olmecs, the oldest known civilization in these lands. The petition goes on to explain a variety of scientific and historical data relating to the Olmecs, proving that not only are they a Mesoamerican civilization, but that it developed out of the indigenous cultures of that region, which naturally makes sense. There's no reason why that couldn't happen. And so, as you can imagine, a variety of historians, archaeologists, and scientists, but more importantly, indigenous peoples really came together to basically call out this controversy. And so, in short, while talking about history, archaeology and DNA, the petition explains how the Olmecs are an indigenous civilization to the Americas, a Mesoamerican civilization that has left a legacy that is still so important in the Americas today. Now, interestingly enough, the petition was successful. According to the petition update titled the Juneteenth Mural Victory, they have claimed that it was a success and that the Olmec Head is being removed from the mural. And honestly, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty exciting. Apparently, it did stir up enough controversy to where the artists did take note and they wanted to correct this misinformation. And lastly, here are my thoughts on the subject, and that is, one, I support the mural. African history, African American history should be recognized. It should be made to matter. This mural plays a role in that, showing the history, the tragedy, and the triumph of Africans in the Americas, and especially the complicated history in North America that we are still struggling with today, with socioeconomic and racial issues in this country. My main issue is not with the artists, it's not with the mural, but it's what happened. And that is the, I'll be honest, let's say even accidental appropriation of somebody else's heritage, history, and accomplishments. The appropriation of indigenous Native American culture and history as their own. And I can't support that. And the reason why is, even though it was probably just a simple mistake, or someone was led astray by pseudo-historical writings like that by Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, the fact of the matter is, they accidentally did one of the very things that they themselves hate and strive to fight against. And that is appropriate somebody else's history, legacy, and accomplishments. And not only is this a mistake, but also it's an insult to the indigenous peoples of the Americas, who have been through just as much tragedy, if not more so, historically, who have had their history whitewashed, ignored, even having their accomplishments overlooked by historians who did not want to acknowledge their greatness. And herein lies the issue, because the same can be said for Africans and their history. How many times was it whitewashed or downplayed by Eurocentric historiography? And so I find it sad that they accidentally did the very thing that has been done to them throughout their history. I am very happy that they are correcting the issue on the mural, and I hope that they learn from that. And honestly, if they want to represent ancient African history, how awesome would it be to include that art representing ancient African culture and civilization, showing the growth, evolution, and triumph of Africans from Africa to North America today, through all of their tragedy and struggle. They are here. They are triumphing over their obstacles while making African history matter. Honestly, I think it would be an amazing thing if African and indigenous Americans came together to ensure that their cultures, their art heritage, and their history matters. I mean, that would be great. That's the kind of unity that they need. Instead of accidentally or purposely appropriating history and culture not their own, they can stand together to ensure throughout historiography, in the classrooms, that African and indigenous American history matters. And so, comment your thoughts in the thread below. Let me know what you think. I'm not a stakeholder in this. I found the whole thing to be very interesting, and I hope you do as well. And this is just one of many future videos coming that are going to deal with various issues on the Olmecs and today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much, and have a great day.